Walk us through all these numbers.
In the last year, we've done 45.7 million. And bro, wait, pause.
This guy started his company from trash Starbucks internet and somehow is now making over $200 million with his company selling white powder. With over 1 million followers across social media, let's just say he's not your average entrepreneur. But the road to success came with a few flat tires. This is Troy, and growing up, his actual dream was to make it to the NBA. Sadly, he never got there, and one day he woke up at 27 dead broke. And let's just say, being 27 with no money gets no huzz. But I guess things change. So we flew all the way to Vegas to see how far we can really push this guy. Because honestly, I gotta know, how did this guy go from trying to be like LeBron to running a company making LeBron's salary?
What's good? We're here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're here with my man Troy. What's going on? He's got one of the coolest businesses I think I've seen. We're gonna do a day in the life with him, talk business, and just have some fun.
The most important room in the house. This is where I practice my ping pong skills.
All right, so we need to get a game in.
It's just my wife and I and a bunch of cats, so it's not really set up like a traditional family home. Like this is supposed to be the dining room, like table area. I just use this as like a whiteboard and take notes.
Yeah, okay, so I know you're definitely an entrepreneur if you got the whiteboard.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then kind of like open living room. So I love to travel, so I have a little board here of kind of like all the spots we've been in the world.
Damn.
It's just nice to see a little visual of like, okay, definitely need to hit up Africa. Need to hit up more of Europe here. Got to cross off. Where's Dubai? You know where Dubai is?
No, it's like, I thought it was in here. Damn,
Anyways,
most of us don't know.
It's somewhere over here. This is what drew me to the house, honestly. I love really private backyard areas.
Wow.
So like, you can be out here, you can be tanning completely naked. The neighbors can't see you. Not that I ever do that, of course.
Holy
As
damn.
you can see, we're kind of like elevated above this neighborhood over here.
Unbelievable.
Got a hot tub over here.
So this is a hot tub or a cold tub? You said you did a cold tub. Okay.
Yeah, we filled it with ice for a little cold plunge challenge about a year ago.
Okay.
But yeah.
How much time do you spend out here? Like,
A lot.
yeah.
The problem with this area though, in the summertime, it'll be like 120 degrees some days. If it's too hot or too cold, not a lot, but I try to use it as much as I can.
You gotta stay in the pool the whole time. You can't even sit out here. Damn. Nick was telling me that you might have some snake issues out here.
Not right now.
No?
It's not super hot, but in the summertime they come out.
There is snakes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, there was like a 6-foot gopher snake that was just crossing right here one day.
6 foot?
Yeah. Luckily, we've never seen a rattlesnake though.
Bro, I'm out of here. If I see a snake, I'm hopping that fence.
Grill area.
Oh,
We don't
sweet.
really use too much, but
Get some steaks going on the barbecue.
yeah.
Damn, this is fire.
It was super hard to find a house where you had privacy in your backyard.
Yeah.
Like I found houses that were maybe like the house was nicer, but then it's like the neighbors are just eavesdropping on you. So.
What do you do? What's your business?
So about 7.5 years ago, I built a supplement brand. Back in 2017, the supplement industry, I don't want to say it was like shady, but
It was.
it was
Yes.
kind of shady.
Yes.
And it was dominated by kind of like legacy brands that have been around for 20, 30 years. Myself and Jordan, we connected. We just saw an incredible opportunity to shake up the industry with better branding, better formulas, better products. We just thought we could do it better than the competition, to be honest. So essentially we started, I like to call it more of a fitness lifestyle company because we incorporate a lot of content, a lot of motivation. Essentially we started a supplement fitness company.
For a lot of entrepreneurs, they start with a problem that they had themselves. Like
Right.
they deal with this issue and they're like, I could solve this. And then they do, and they're like, I need to do this for everyone. Is that how you started Alpha Lion?
So I had taken supplements since college. I'll never forget this. I think it was my sophomore year. I'm sitting in class. I had taken pre-workout, went to the gym an hour and a half before, and I had like a panic attack.
Yep.
I was just sitting there and had so much anxiety, and I never really experienced that. And I'm like, what the hell is in this shit I just took?
Right.
So I was always researching what ingredients actually would help me build muscle faster, recover faster, increase my workout intensity, my workout endurance. So I've always kind of been obsessed with just maximizing my own potential, and supplements and different ingredients is a great way to do that. Right. So I'm just like, I was super curious from day one. My wife, by the way, she's looking.
Hey, Austin. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She's the mastermind behind it all.
Okay. Okay. She's the glue. She's the
She's
glue.
a silent genius, yeah.
I love it.
My office, I try to make it presentable and nice for you. I have like a bunch of random artwork and
Oh, this is sick.
we dropped a limited edition pre-workout 34 months in a row and sold out every single one. Actually, I want to say it was 38.
Okay, so these are all pre-workouts?
This was volume 1. This is
Okay.
the first ever one, and every single month we dropped a new limited edition flavor and branding.
Wow.
We don't do it anymore.
Okay.
We just kind of got burnt out of like, we're on our 38th new flavor. How many flavors exist in the world?
Right.
Actually, thousands of combinations, but it's like, I don't know.
At some point it gets a little tiring. I totally get it.
Breaking Bad, this is like Alien. We did like a Nintendo.
What does that look like from like a trademark standpoint?
Obviously, these are limited edition drops.
Right.
So these aren't like SKUs that we're selling hundreds of thousands of units for. They're also, for example, like Breaking Bad. They don't compete in our category. Obviously, we have like a legal team and are a lot more buttoned up now than like, you know, when we're a startup.
What's interesting is the startup life, you are kind of just shooting from the hip and hoping things go well. And you don't have any lawyers, no legal team. You're just hoping no one comes after you. What's that like, you know, going from startup to now having a whole team?
Now it's all a process. So like myself and Cordero, one of my good friends he's like our brand director. We'll brainstorm, we'll come up with names and ideas, but it always has to go to operations and legal. So it's like, we might have these wacky ideas, but then they run it through the trademark. Before we didn't have that process. So the biggest difference is just like we have a process now. We have, you know, a chief operations officer. We have a lawyer.
I think what's interesting though is you being able to tell that, because a lot of people want to get into these businesses but don't understand how many headaches behind the scenes there are of dealing with that kind of stuff. Having a team now, does that slow you down though? Because I think what's cool about startups and what's cool about being maybe even a solo entrepreneur at the start is you can just fire. You just have time, you speak. There's no one saying don't do this or don't do that.
I think from a product development standpoint, it can slow you down a little bit, because we used to just have an idea and it would be on the market in like, you know, 6 to 8 weeks. Now there's more of what's the marketing strategy, and like getting the retention department involved, getting the acquisition department involved, getting the marketing department involved. And now there's just a lot of people who have a say in different parts of product launches now. And there's a lot more of a strategy, because we're dealing with way more units now. It's like our product drops now have to generate millions of dollars. Before, we're just trying to sell a couple thousand units in like a month and we're happy. So right now there's a big talk right now internally of Superhuman kind of becoming its own entity, its own thing. And it's the number 2 pre-workout in America in terms of volume and units sold on Amazon last year.
Can you give us the numbers?
I mean, it's multiple 8 figures of like sales and revenue.
You're competing with the big dogs right now. You're up there.
For sure.
That's amazing.
We are 100% bootstrap. We never had investor money. It was just like, my business partner is really good at running ads, and I had a YouTube presence that kind of formed around the start of the brand.
You were kind of one of these OG like influencer brands, if you will, back before it was even a thing.
I was documenting, if you go on my YouTube channel from like 2018, I had a series called Creating the Perfect Pre-Workout, and I was just like, went to the lab, I was trying the flavor samples, and I was like, we just want to create the best pre-workout possible.
Okay, so you've got the spinning watches here.
When I have a big business milestone, I like to commemorate it with a watch. This is like my first legit watch I bought. This is like the Hulk Rolex Submariner. This one was when we hit 100 million in lifetime sales.
Wow.
This is my first watch I ever bought. So this one's
special. How much was that for you?
Like 22,000 at the time.
Wow. Okay.
This one right here is when we made the Inc. 5000, fastest growing companies. Wimbledon Digest, I like to call it the Roger Federer.
That's so fun.
Little two-tone Wimbledon. This is our second Inc. 5000. It's just like no one knows about this brand. I like having watches that are unique. Everyone knows Rolex.
Of course.
So this is like a luxury Swiss kind of dive brand, and I just love the turquoise blue dial.
The turquoise is so sick.
So this one is celebrating a $50 million valuation for my company. We had a recent equity transaction that secured that valuation, and got myself this bad boy to celebrate. So oldest operating watch brand in the world. They've operated every year since 1765.
Holy
like have not missed 1 year of operation.
1765?
Yeah. This brand is, in my opinion, way above like Rolex. Just look how badass the box is. So this is, you gotta catch it in the light though. We might have to go outside to catch it. There's almost like this like bluish, purplish hue to it.
I kind of see it, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Like
these are sick.
So this is the 100,000 order, the million order. This was like franchise partner of the year at GNC.
Wow.
2022. This is the Superhuman Games. I love to chat on this. I won the first ever Superhuman Games. It was just myself and a bunch of fitness influencers that were signed to Elfline. So the Superhuman Games is like the ultimate battle of human performance. So if you look at like CrossFit and there's endurance events, but there's no event that's just like, okay, who's the best athlete? Who can run the fastest, jump the highest? Kind of like an event that combines different forms of athleticism.
I think this is a perfect time to say that. We're gonna race today.
We're racing for sure.
We're racing today, and you won that. I feel like it might be a bit rigged, bro. I don't know. The founder,
said.
the founder wins the belt. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
I think one of the things that I'm most excited about with Superhuman, we want to associate Superhuman with like NBA, NFL, MLB. So we're actually already in some preliminary talks to, maybe be the official energy drink partner of a big NFL team or NBA team, MLB team. So
that's awesome.
I think that would be the move.
In a couple days here, they're starting a tiered drop.
There's a lot of strategy that goes into it, and we've kind of done something similar, but 3 new product drops throughout the Black Friday events.
For the drop, what are you guys expecting in terms of sales?
I think the whole event, our KPI here is about 2.5 million.
Wow. Okay. Do you hear that number and go like, what the fuck? Or are you at this point like, I'm
sure? Because I mean, year 1 we did like a couple 100,000 of sales the entire year.
Does that like put stress on you too on the back end? Or are you like, shit, that's a lot of money? Like,
not really, because like we have such a strong team. My business partner Jordan, he's the CEO. He's so solid on the financial side of the business with the cash flow and financial forecasting, with the operations, even the inventory planning. Like, I just think we have such a strong team. Ultimately, like, I've always been more of a creative. I'm involved with like the content, the product development, the branding. If you're a creative person and you want to actually build something, you better partner with someone who is a fucking savage in operations and finance and data. Ultimately, the 2 people need each other to build an empire.
You got a dashboard open of Shopify here. Walk us through all these numbers.
Yeah, so I mean, in the last year, we've done 45.7 million. And
bro, wait, pause. Talk about that.
It is pretty crazy to think about.
Do you hear that and you're just like, yeah, 45, and you're like, okay, so anyway, I'm over here.
Well,
like,
that's only part of the revenue of the company though, because like the way everything starts online. All the other revenue streams are possible because we have online awareness. So this is through ads, this is through influencers, this is through organic social media.
So is this including Amazon's revenue?
No, that's not including Amazon.
Oh my. Okay.
So Amazon's not as big as this number, but like honestly, it could get pretty close to it next year. And then the retail side of things. So we're in every GNC, we're in every vitamin shop, and we're in thousands of mom and pop stores across the country.
What are traditional margins? Is that kind of the space that everyone else is in?
Well, that's just like the overall business is kind of like net profit. I would say on average, let's say you sell a supplement for $50. It might cost you anywhere from 8 to 20 range. It really depends. There's so many variables. Like protein has the lowest margins. We do not make much money off protein at all.
Wow.
It's a fine line between trying to make the best quality product, but then having enough margin where you can be a healthy business.
Right.
And like we're right kind of at that,
that's
playing
awesome.
that balancing act.
So he's gonna refresh the page just so everyone sees that this is correct. Here we go. This is insane, dude. I can't even believe that number.
Was it 45,725,000?
Yep, bang on. Damn, bro. And that's in the last year. Do you work out in here often, or do you usually hit the gym?
I like going to like public gyms, but I do sometimes if I'm short on time, which I have been this month because we've just been crazy busy. Like I have this setup as like the perfect incline, so I can get an amazing. I literally do I did 8 sets of this as my chest workout. Yeah. The workout took me 20 minutes. I did some like box jumps. I have everything I need. I do a lot of athlete training. Yeah. Morning curl right here is like the hardest. I won't even.
Oh, I've tried this shit.
You don't want to try this before we sprint. You might pop a heavy.
Yeah. So we're about to hit a workout. Apparently, we're gonna test my fitness here. About to be superhuman after this.
You're lucky it's a Sunday and I've basically annihilated everything this week. It's gonna be intense, it's gonna be short, but you're gonna feel some pain.
Okay. Okay, no pain, no gain. There's no way I'm getting that many.
Don't hurt yourself. Oh shit. It's pretty solid. That was impressive. That's not easy to do, by the way. To do 135 standing overhead press, that's like a very good indicator of strength, how many reps you can do. So
that's more than I've never done that.
3 or 4 more than I thought you'd do.
Bro, you pushed me. Let's
good
fucking
shit, dude.
go, dude.
So about who you surround yourself with?
Ladies, I'm coming.
Ladies, he's
Oh,
single.
we have a 95% male audience. 5%.
Yeah, that 5%. All it takes is 1.
It's a good ratio.
It's a good ratio, man. It's a great ratio.
That's a lot of women. That's actually going up way smoother.
Holy shit. Wow, this is the hardest workout I've done in the past 4 years. Okay, so we're doing a race after this then.
Hell yeah.
We putting money on this or what?
How much you got?
I'll put a G, $1,000 bucks.
1,000?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. Let's do it. $1,000?
$1,000.
60 meters.
60 meters.
It's short. It'd be like a
I got you up.
I can remember when
My dad was an entrepreneur. He still owns a real estate company.
Wow.
I grew up and I saw that my dad was an entrepreneur and he was kind of his own boss. He had like 50 real estate agents. And I was like, oh, if he can do it, like
Why can't
I need to be a boss too.
Right. Were your parents always supportive of the entrepreneur side of you?
They were always supportive. I grew up wanting to be a pro basketball player. I even went to a training academy for basketball called IMG. I had teammates in the NBA. I've been on the court at the same time in a high school game with like 5 different NBA players at the same time.
I did not know this. That's
so
sick.
I was like diehard basketball guy. I would have given anything just to, you know, play in the NBA, even potentially play in another country. That didn't work out.
Yeah.
And I kind of went to fitness.
Okay.
And I got really serious into working out when I was like 20, 21, when I kind of gave up basketball. Got pretty ripped pretty quick. It was so easy because I was used to practicing basketball 4 hours a day. I was really good at shooting. I was just, I'm small for a basketball player. I'm like 6 feet tall.
It's cool how the foundations of sports translate into setting you up for success. Regardless of how deep or far you went into sports, playing sports at a young age and like actually going after something and putting in a lot of time to it, it translates into entrepreneurship. I know so many entrepreneurs that started by their first ever dream being, I want to play a professional sport.
When you grow a business, you have teammates, you have a team around you, and you want to do good not only for yourself, but, you know, for your team.
How hard was it for you to give up basketball? I gave up hockey. I never made it to the NHL.
It was devastating. Like, I was really lost for a couple of years in my early 20s. It was probably one of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing that I've ever gone through in my life. And I always identified as an athlete. And I'm like, oh, I'm not like an athlete or basketball player anymore. And yeah, it was really tough.
Lost. Yeah, it was hard for me too. I think that's everything you know too. So you look at life when it just stops all of a sudden and you're like, what's the point of this anymore? I thought this was my path. I thought this was where everything was going. You have to try and figure out how you're going to take what you've learned.
Started brainstorming ways to spend that $1,000 about midway through the race.
Listen, man.
How close is it from your perspective? Not close.
Not close.
Oh, okay. Not gonna lie, man. He was not that close, but A for effort.
Hey, man, listen. Part 2's coming. I'm gonna train for 6 months. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna blast them.
We don't test for PEDs out here, so whatever you want to do.
Hey, man, fair enough. I should have asked you that before. No. No, in all honesty, though, that was good shit by him. Respect the fuck out of sprinting, because it looks easy, and then you come out here and you look like beginner. You can't even walk, dude. It's so embarrassing. So just fucking put yourself out there, embarrass yourself, do things that make you uncomfortable. This guy's pushing me today, and I feel unbelievable. Even though I'm failing, I'm winning. Let's
good
fucking
shit, my
go,
dude.
bro.
Good shit.
Let's go. It wouldn't be the WAP way if we didn't take things to the next level. And I know you're the superhuman, but we set up a little something to do super cars today. Another race.
Shit. It's a little intimidating.
Well, and I heard you also eventually want to buy a Lambo, so
I do.
We'll see if you're ready to ride it today. We should almost do a double or nothing. If I win, like, we're gonna do laps, so we're not gonna race at the same time, but whoever gets the fastest lap gets the money.
All right.
Double or nothing.
I'm down to win 2K. Deal? 2K?
I'm back in this shit. I'm back. You gave up on me, man. You gave up on me. Well, I promise. Not giving up, man. They were coming home with the dogs. What's up, guys? Yeah. We'll be making 2K here today. Holy shit, bro. These cars are insane. $2,000. I'm nervous, bro. I see those cars whipping out there.
Car's easy to drive because I haven't driven stick shift in like I don't have.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Dream Racing.
A $300 million facility.
Austin, Performante. Make sure you're good with seating position, technology inside the vehicle. We're gonna switch over to the Technica.
It's just like Mario Kart from what I gathered in the video, right?
No bumper cars though. No bumper cars. Any questions, gentlemen?
Let's go racing.
All right, fastest lap wins. I'm getting that 2K.
Holy shit, dude. That thing was shredding. That is scary. Scary fast. We won though, I know it.
At this point, I gave it everything I got, but it's time to see what Troy's got.
She will show you a second clipper usually show the fastest lap time. That is the yellow number.
I'm nervous. I'm still nervous. I'm not even driving anymore.
When I was still learning, right, guys? Lap 5 is when I did my stride. Is that a record here, sir, on this course?
Oh shit, I was so fast I couldn't even track it. That's awesome.
This lap 1 wasn't faster than the fastest. That's
1 minute flat.
Oh, 1 minute.
Let's go! Let's go! You gave up on me!
Are you sure that was my accurate time? My instructor kept on telling me to brake. I don't
Hey
know.
man, I'm gonna call it a 0-0.
I'll think of
How about
something
that?
else tomorrow to do.
Okay, triple or nothing, triple or nothing.
How many people foot race and actual race on the same day too?
I had to secure a dub for the team. I wasn't leaving without one before drop day. But before I asked Troy to send that Zelle payment, he let us in on their drop and gave me some gems.
We already went live with VIP access, and that was like the 22nd to the 24th. Okay. So our best customers, the people who purchase 10, 20, 30, 50 times, they're loyal customers. We want to give them early access to everything. This is phase 1. General access has kind of like different peak moments. We just announced organically on social media like, hey, our biggest sale of the year is live. 8 years into the brand, we have a lot of historical data. Consumers typically will spend way more money on the day of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Our biggest drop is on Black Friday, the 25th. This is our muscle building pre-workout called Superhuman Jacked.
We're getting gems right now. All you guys that are starting your businesses, this is real gems from a business that's been in business for 7, 8 years, right? So you have a big drop happening. We're sitting here, you have one laptop and yourself. Do you have a team? Like, what does that look like?
I mean, right now we have a full-time CEO, which is Jordan, the other co-founder, and CMO.
Okay.
So they're right now grinding, I'm sure.
Okay, they're
on my
fighting
laptop as I'm
fires.
filming this, yeah. So, but of course we have media buyers, and then who never gets talked about, project managers. We actually have 3 full-time project managers. If I showed you our ClickUp and our Slack, like it is chaos. If we did not have project managers, shit would hit the fan real quick. I mean, it's a big team. We're talking like 50 plus people. So this is our Cyber Monday drop. So this is big drop 2 on Cyber Monday. We're doing the hot cocoa. On Friday, we're releasing Superhuman Jacked to not piss off customers, because ultimately a lot of people purchase here. Right. A lot of people will purchase here before Black Friday. It's free shipping.
Do you have a specific customer or someone that's been like the one guy that you're like, he always spends the most money? Or
there is a few people who spent over $30,000 lifetime. And you think about supplements, we're talking like a $50 to $60 product at most. A lot of purchases.
Yeah, that's crazy. This guy must be jacked. He's gotta be.
Oh, super jacked, yeah. I think he won Mr. Olympia a couple years back.
Damn,
It's not CBOM, sorry.
I think what would be cool now, if you're cool with it, is let's go see some of this product in the store.
It's just because they've been moving faster once they found out we had it over here.
Gotcha.
Right, so
So the pre's already sold out?
Yeah, majority of the products, yeah.
Oh, wow. Hulk milk, orange gangsta.
What's this like? You're showing us multiple products. She told us that shit's sold out. How do you feel? Like, maybe it's not cool anymore,
It is
but
crazy.
But hey, you know I couldn't leave without one last thing.
First of all, dude, thank you for having us. This has been,
of course,
unbelievable. Like the info you're giving to different people, the behind the scenes that no one's willing to show. You're obviously very transparent. Didn't want to stop there. We have a little surprise for you.
I don't even know what this is. This is a legit surprise.
Yeah,
I'm actually nervous now what it could be.
By the way, his WAP will be in the description. So if you guys want to learn more from him, you want to get some more valuable gems, all of it's down below.
Maybe you want to be superhuman?
Dude, if
That's
you
what
want
it's
to be
there
superhuman,
for.
yeah. We were put on.
Hell yeah.
We got you some Represent.
One of my favorite brands. Shout out Represent.
Yeah.
Amazing quality fabric. I'm an extra medium, so let's see. Dude, this is legit as fuck. Hell yeah. Dude, we're in flannel season. I'm going to New York City in 2 weeks.
Baby. Of course, dude. Of course. I guess I'll go with this
Wait,
one.
another
It's
one.
already-
Oh shit.
Already unboxed.
Amazing.
It's actually custom.
This
so
is
if
the
you
best
read-
alcohol for you. The only alcohol that's not a depressant is tequila.
If you read closely, we
shit.
actually customized it for you.
No way.
Yeah.
Cheers to becoming superhuman. Dude, that is badass. Dude, you guys are the best.
You can't drink it. You
guys are
can't
the best.
drink it, dude. And the final one. This will be
Oh, the
used
final
for
one.
for a big celebration.
See, I thought it was just a laundry basket and it comes with
Actually,
three different gifts.
Not the final one. The final one's there, but
Jesus. Bad Ash Crystal. No way. Dude, that is amazing.
so it's a
Oh my god.
cigar.
Dude, that is so
ashtray,
sick.
Yeah.
This is so sick.
So
No way. With the
superhuman,
superhuman
obviously.
word mark? No fucking way.
So when you guys drop Superhuman or you do a big, first sale, this will
Three
be-
amazing gifts. I cannot thank you guys
Let's
enough.
go. Hell
Shout
yeah.
out WAP.
Yes.
WAP, amazing.
Check out his WAP down below. Roll credits.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his